lot of opinions, and kind of, you know, we just spout them out, and people think they might agree with them or they might not.
We're gonna give you a lot of more opinions
real
quick.
No, we're just gonna shit some stuff out and speak it to you.
Yeah, but you know, it's real. I think there's a lot of people that agree with our opinions. We think about what we say. We don't
and we also have like 40 vapes right now, as it stands.
Yeah, 40 plus.
40 plus.
I don't know if you can see the case back there, but that's some of them.
So we're going to tell you today what we think makes a vape good. Why different things, why people like different options, and overall, why we like different products.
Yeah, it's going to be more of like a discussion. We're going to kind of have a discussion here rather than just speak at you the whole time. So like right off the bat, what makes you, what draws your eye to a vape or makes you think about it? Like that one's what I want to buy.
I think there's two things that people always consider right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right? It's how it looks, because that's a big factor for a lot of people.
Yeah, which is something that we kind of knock a little bit. Don't focus that much on.
We focus on the second thing, which is usually functionality.
Yeah.
How the experience is, because it's you're not just vaping when you're vaping. You're experiencing it. You know, you're hitting something and chucking out a cloud.
Yeah.
And in that process, you feel a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Tasting.
I'd say like consistency there is what really makes that important, because you want all of your vapes. Like if you make one specific vape, like say you make the Smock Novo, right? You want every Smock Novo you sell to work exactly the same. You don't want people
and
to
you want
get
the pod
shitty ones, you know?
You want the pod, for example, to you know, have a consistent hit throughout its life, not just like the first couple hits.
That way you build up more of a base of people that are giving reviews and stuff that are like, this is good, because you can't do that as well if half the people get one that doesn't work.
Yeah. So I think the one thing that makes a vape really good is having really interesting flavor. And I say interesting, not good, because good flavor is completely subjective. It's like, I don't know if I like it or not, but interesting is, I guess, unique the way you hit it. Like with something like the Orion versus the Novo.
Oh, the Orion, man.
Their flavors, you know, we can put the same juice in there.
Yeah, they're both
way
great,
different.
but they're both great, but they're so different.
It's interesting because, like, you know, I think what makes a vape good is having adjustable airflow, because that way you can dial in, you know, what you're trying to hit at the moment, which is why the Orion is really cool.
Yeah, that's like the more options kind of makes it better, but you can't give too many options to the point where they don't work. You know, like you want it to be functional, right? Like I can't think of one off the top of my head, but if you built a vape and you have adjustable airflow in it, but the fucking airflow gets stuck or something, then that concept of adjustable airflow is gone.
Exactly. Now, another cool thing that I think makes a vape good is being able to adjust its power. So you don't think about this a lot if you're hitting a mod, because obviously you can adjust its power. Duh, that's like the whole thing. With an ultra portable system, you get what you get.
Very rare,
Yeah. And I think that option makes it cool.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely been more into the ultra portable systems lately.
Yeah.
I know you probably have too. But mods really have some great options. And,
seriously.
You know, if ultra portable systems keep going the way they look like they're going and becoming more and more like an actual like mod and kit setup, then they're gonna be fucking awesome. Like the Orion, it's now got 3 options, right? And the Nexus has 3 options for what if one day one comes out with a little screen on it and you can choose between 1 watt and 30 watts, you know? You got 30 different options then, you know? It's growing, you know? It's cool.
You know, another cool feature I think that makes a vape neat nice is something like what the Nexus has, where if you're out of juice and you're hitting it, it'll cut you off to preserve your coil, which I think is a great feature. I don't like buying pods or coils, and this really is prolonging its life.
Like something beneficial to the user that nobody else has.
Yeah, something unique.
That is something, that makes a vape good. You know, I would say putting a clip on a vape does not make it good. It's unique. It's not
cool
super
feature.
unique. It's unique. It's a cool feature, but that's not going to make it good in the long haul.
As you saw that with the Just Fog C601.
Exactly. But whereas like the Nexus, I've never seen a device that will cut you off before your juice levels are too low.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one time. And, I don't like to hit that much. I really don't. And I don't really like the hand feel that much. But I think it's a good vape because...
It totally is. And
it does things for me that help me.
And it's also got some good going for it that I think makes vapes good is it's very durable. Mm-hmm. Having like a full metal chassis is a great thing to have because, you're not supposed to drop your vape. But you're going to drop your vape. Everybody does. It sucks.
It's
and
life.
When you have a peace of mind that it's going to stay safe, that's really cool. Something like the Mini Fit, for example, it's plastic top to bottom, and when you drop it, it's probably broken.
I don't give a shit if that one's broken.
Yeah, because that's. Stay tuned for a video on what makes a vape bad. It's all about the Mini Fit, but so durability is really a big option, I think.
Well, I guess not really a specific vape, like what makes a specific vape good, but what makes a company good. Again, like I said earlier, is consistency.
Correct.
You want to put out a Spire is still a good company. They're not a great company, but they're good because they put out things that are consistent. The device they put out is never bad.
Yeah, it's just not the best.
Yeah, and they stick to what they know. They do the things they know.
Well, and Spire
they make all AIOs, right?
Exactly, and they're good at it for AIOs.
I guess they don't know how to make a good pod system yet, so they're making AIOs with coils in it.
Well, and the cool thing about Spire is they've been around the block. They're an original name in the vaping game, but stepping into the whole pod system market, they aren't making the best devices like they were with tanks.
Right, but they still the devices they make. They're not gonna fuck you over. They're not bad devices. They're not just fog level devices. They're pretty good devices. I'd say they're on par with a Soren. They last longer than a Soren. Sorens were crazy because they were brand new.
They were brand new. They were the first. They were because what else would you get? A blue fucking who wants one of those?
Yeah.
Or true.
Yeah. And then in the same thing, I don't think Smock is a good company.
Well,
I don't.
Tank wise, Smock's tanks, the construction of everything mods and tanks are nice, but their coils, trash. Yeah. Serious trash.
They are. But overall I don't believe that they're good anymore. They what I've been talking about this whole time is the consistency. They've either sold out or they're just carrying their name to be buy this because it's by Smock.
Yeah, it's new Kanye.
Yeah.
Listen to it because it's Kanye.
Yeah.
Because it's Blade.
You don't want to hear Scoopty Whoopty.
Poop.
Although it's hilarious, but
it is. But
it's not hilarious when you buy a vape that doesn't work the way it's supposed to.
That's right, exactly. And then you get pissed off because you just wasted money.
Right.
Wasting money is the worst thing you can do.
Like Smock, their tanks, they can be great or they can be absolute ass. You never know. Based on the coil you get, based on just the device you get, sometimes none of the O-rings in the device are functional at all.
And it'll leak
it just leaks all over. They're just super inconsistent now, and I think it's just because they don't give a fuck because they sell enough devices because they're going to Smock.
Right, but back in the day, they were the best. Mm-hmm. But then again, also, I think our view has changed a little bit too. What was amazing back in the day, if you took that and brought it to today, you'd be like, who the fuck wants this? Because
we were just talking about that the other day. The original sub-ohm tank that I had was I forget the name of it, but the first tank I ever had would be worse than every single tank that's flagship right now or out on the market this year.
But when you had it,
when I had it, it was top of the line.
Same,
absolute top of the line.
Dude, my first mod setup was a Spire Nautilus, not the AIO, the actual tank, on top of I remember this Camry 20 watt box mod. And we tell you, dude, it was way better than literally everything else out there. It was $60, which was a lot of money, and it was amazing. But if we brought that today, shit, dude. Who would want to hit that for $60? You can get this, and this is a million times better than that.
Oh, you can get that for less than $60.
You can get
the big
and a meal.
That shit. Yeah, you can get that, a meal, and a coffee from fucking Dunkin'.
and you're set.
But yeah.
So those are some of the things we think that makes a vape good, and kind of, our opinions on how companies have been operating and, their consistency levels.
Yeah.
If you guys think of anything that you think makes a vape good, comment it down below.
We want to hear about it. Maybe we'll make this video again in a couple months.
Yeah, when there's more shit out.
Yeah, because, there's new things that always happen. Like if every single vape starts to put out a reading when your juice is low and cuts you off, then vapes might start putting something new in there that's like, oh wow. So what makes a vape good is always changing. And there's some base things, but there's always other things that are changing about
cutting edge,
Yeah.
But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.